Вот, блядь, что-то скучно пиздец стало. Вспомнила, что у меня игра недоигранная есть, блядь. Вот это да, нахуй. Ага. Я нихуя не помню уже, на чем я остановилась. О, очки навыков есть. Это что такое? Понятно. Так, что там надо? Это что за хрень? Ага, так. Так. Ладно, пока так оставлю, наверное. Мне какие-то автоматики надо было грабануть, но я, к сожалению, не помню уже, что я тут. Тут только 3 штуки их, что ли? Что за хуйня? Почему так мало? Я хочу больше денег. Так, ладно. О, нихуя себе, что у меня пустота, он какой-то ужастик. Это что такое? Чё себе? Ладно, что там выполнить надо? Вот это я не знаю, я походу уже не выполню или что. Ой. Секретную тюрьму надо какую-то найти, блядь, нихуя себе. Здравствуйте. А я не знаю, где она. Я даже понятия не имею. Я даже предположить не смею, где она может находиться. Надо опять мне походить туда-сюда, осмотреться везде, потому что я ничего не помню уже. Так, бля. Так. Ой. Так, у меня перс спать хочет, да? А, блядь, бодрость еще 7 часов, охуеть не стоит. О, ты кто такой?
Hey, you. You're new.
A young man in a long, colourful puffer jacket with an oversized collar stands guard.
Really? I haven't seen you around. But maybe... My name is Kurt, by the way. Kisok, born and raised. Likewise. See this jacket I'm wearing? A product of the local scene.
Highly skilled hands have made this.
Thanks. People in the know recognize each other. But you know what's not cool? Some of the official heat I've been feeling as of late.
The man stares at you with a long stare.
I've bowled too hard. The streets of Portofino have not been ready for such a display of style. And to be honest, this cool jacket? The party alley tailor made it for me, but I never paid for it. I owe him money, I have no money, and I cannot show my face around the out of the sea.
Exiled.
Что, мне тебе денег дать, блядь? Что ты хочешь от меня?
To be honest, I don't actually know. I had to sign some kind of a contract, but I don't know a whole lot about contracts. Maybe it was a lot, maybe it wasn't a lot at all. But the jacket is baller. I suspect and fear that it was a lot. Can you find out how much money I owe him?
Чё за нахуй?
What if it's impossible to pay back? What if other people find out that I am bowling on borrowed time? It would spell disaster for the scene. Thank you so much. Go to the... I'll be sure to make it worth your while. See you on this...
Блядь, ну ладно.
You pick up the payphone's hand. You press the soft plastic, feeling a man in a... The poke sends
Блин,
a
ну
ripple
нахуй,
from your
оказывается,
fingertip through the rest of...
так изи
You step
можно
away.
снижать тревожность. Пиздец, кто бы мог подумать. Так, ага, этих людишек я помню. Ох, блядь, это что такое?
Hello again. What'll it be?
Почему у меня такой хуёвые архивы, блядь, осмотреться?
You have choices? Sure.
She gives the photograph a brief.
No. That's you.
Something about the woman in the photo doesn't match the person standing in front of her now. She studies the photograph for another.
I don't think I've ever seen most of these people.
Most, not all.
That one was a carabinero, right? Right. He might... That's tough. He died, I think.
Блядь, сука.
I'm a bartender. Not the... I can see that. How'd you say you knew him again? Ah. There was this guy he used to meet with, Rustamian.
Блядь, совсем забыла эту ебучую фотку-то убрать, сука. Я и смотрю, динозавр стоит.
Yeah, go dice. That's him. Don't forget your photo. See you.
Operath. Come around, have you? Bon. My offer is this. I share with you a little from my wall of shadows. You help me with some personal research. Reading material. There's a bookstall just north of here. A man. There's a certain magazine in there. I'd like you to bring me it. Ultra middle-brow poetry, if I understand correctly.
Блядь, да куда она завершилась? Шо? Сука. Блять. Да. Всего лишь книжку спиздить, да,
Till next time.
ебать. Не вопрос. Как два пальца обоссать, дружок. У тебя вообще изичные задания. Где там это... Библиотека, блядь, или как ее? Сука, я забыла, где она.
Didn't work, did it?
His lip is swollen from impact. The adolescent's features ever shifting between boy and man land firmly. He is very excited to say the word legit.
And what do they call you? Cool. What can I brief you on? What about her? I am the shadows. Cool. Yeah?
Сука, ну
Sweet.
ладно. О, он угомонился, ура.
Bored? Don't cheat me. Are you from the medical board? Safe? Safety is for animals too stupid to figure out that they're being fattened. Everyone wants a slice. Just to know that if I get the slightest whiff of board, fuck it. It's traumatizing. Watching a man kill himself, you know. Often a need. And I'm calm as I've ever fucked. Then, fire? Then, patient? Fuck me.
Suddenly, he lunges for a bottle on the table and takes a deep. Fresh veins pop in his red eyes. You could almost see the neurons shorten.
Dr. Gonzalo E.S. Gonza. Surgeon, chemist, psychotherapist. Now tell me, where does
Гинеколог,
it hurt?
блядь.
The site of some kind of humanitarian catastrophe. The surface. Atop the pile sits a child's drawing of a two-headed horse and a crumpled note with a few scrawled phone numbers. The doctor's twitching, no watchful eye, and
Not my kid, before you get ideas. I locked down my own plumbing at 12. What did I... Some junkie spawn handed that abomination to me after I treated his mom. Zero talent. Makes the woman folk trust me. The non-barren ones, I mean.
The doctor drums his finger.
Да куда закончить,
Борт?
блядь?
What do you want? He's dead. Forget about him. Ah, yes. This is the ethically stimulating case you were trying to entice me with. Gonorrhea is a legitimate concern. Catatonic, they're just there. Who's the unfortunate? Let me tell you something about colleagues, sister. By and large, the most vile species of sniveling, rule-following, authority-sucking vermin ever to stain this earth. Second, perhaps.
You don't have conclusive proof he was not like that, at any rate.
You want my advice? Roll him up, toss him out in some hazardous waste bags before he starts smelling. Or, gut diagnosis screams ketamine bing, but I'm keeping an open mind. Any signs of injury, self-inflicted or otherwise? Good stuff. Anything else? Strange how. Ultravioletta! Well, there it is. Mystery condition solved. Of course it was.
Блядь, чё? А,
This is a clear-cut case of loss. Libidinal atrophy shutdown syndrome. Affects terminal virgins, unlaid husbands, and men exposed to overly uterine music. Tea drinkers too.
This checks
пиздец.
out. Pseudopod didn't look like he'd be popular with anyone. A lead, at last.
Oh, this is less, all right. But as bad the case as I've ever encountered. Men are built to pursue, conquer, reproduce. Ergo, parannum. A quota of fucking must occur. His body is given up from neglect. Seen it 1,000 times.
Ой, пиздец.
And I'm confirming your intuition. You could probably survive it. To us.
You did. And it did. Does that mean?
Do whatever you want.
The doctor
Охуенная помощь, блядь.
Anti-last treat. It'll wake up whatever's left in him to wake up. And if that doesn't work, end of the road, sister. Cut him loose. This is a proprietary formulation, soon to be patented. That's as much as I can tell you. I'm on it right now. Home recipe, mama. I can out-direct any man, anywhere.
Put it this way. Will it help? No. Will it make his condition any worse? Also,
Then you know nothing of sexual melancholy. But all right, Let's pretend my expertise is what fuck all. What's your working theory, Dr. Plainface? Lady, if anyone did, it's probably you, with your refusal to fuck. Really. All I'm hearing is that you don't have a fucking clue what happened, or how to help. Of course, I really think you that. Good luck to you.
Блять. Нахуй я с тобой пиздела.
The pink paper tab is no bigger than a fingernail. One side is decorated with a simple illustration of a cockerel.
Петух нарисован.
The pink paper tab, it's right there, in the word of the animal. Cock is often used interchangeably to mean both male chicken and penis. You have never been more lesbian.
Блять, что нахуй? Пиздец. Я вообще-то библиотеку искала. Где она там? Хуй его не знает. Я не помню. Не тут. Где-то слева.
The stall remains as Houseman wanted a poetry magazine from this place. You flip through the stack of slim staples. You scan the stall, but find no poetry section. Most of those journals look cheap. Pulp adjacent, really. They probably feel... Exactly. Think high quality spine, silky cover. Something with a premium heft to it. Depends on how much you enjoy predictable. Unfortunately, the store you turn away.
Ёбаный
The
рот.
stall remains as haphazard as ever. Its payment bucket near empty. By far the largest. You return your attention to the broad. Hundreds of printed.
Сука.
A lot. People hunger.
Ладно,
You
похуй.
turn away from the pile.
Так. Так, это я грабила, нет?
FO red and black special editions
А,
of
блядь, сука,
you
это
may
нельзя
find it.
грабить. Жалко.
You return to the lone.
Так,
The
ладно, не
wind
важно.
whip.
Ой, я что-то не туда пришла маленько. Так, а тут я
The
пиздила.
brightly coloured refresh. It's not been long since you broke the refreshments.
Всего 3 автомата в городе.
The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition.
Так, что тут, блядь? Я не пойму, почему на картинке такой охуенный крутой чувак, блядь, а по факту это вот это.
If he knows something, it'll require finessing. You scan the area. Nothing.
Если не успех, то удаляй игру. Бля, ну слава богу.
You squint. Only highlights and outlines remain as the dockyard. You glide across the water, out to sea, until it merges back into a meander. The Noscurrent is building. This time. An uncharacteristic tension in his voice there. He lowers his head and
О, блядь, сколько загадок, пиздец. Куда он там, блядь, на восток, на юго-восток? Говорит, надо. Дима, кто, блядь, баржа? Той самой. Блядь, что-то опять в какую-то хуйню вышло, нет? О.
the gate stands before you.
Наконец-то, бля.
Take the chain.
Ура.
The chain resists. Regards from the metal creaks. And
Все
another
нахуй,
knife.
пропускайте меня, блин. Блять, не туда пришла. Дальше надо.
This is a man of many compete.
I hear you. But catch me up real quick. What is you?
Your answer here must be religion is an illusion meant only to hold captives.
I feel sad for you if that's what you think. Must be incredibly lonely.
Of course. Religion is a drug for the masses. Shiftily, he looks around left and right. After a moment,
You cannot tell my brothers about this, alright? But I've got the best ex around. Yeah, come on.
hard to tell if he's genuinely worried about being exposed. It's not as serious as that. Defenses going up, but curiosity as well. So that's it.
Да заебала хуйня-то
Asset
повышаться,
virtue
сука.
confirmed. Zeroed out.
Все в пизду, я не хочу больше.
I'll be seeing you.
Я не хочу больше бреда и всякой шелухи. Блять, как на ту баржу пройти, я не помню ни хера. А вон, ну-ка, сюда. Чё, тетка-то откроет?
The revealed
Да, ну и ладно, и похуй. О, дядька ушел. Можно зайти? Круто. Куда-то он ушел. Оп, это мне. Это мне.
Bagman gestures wildly on the television screen.
А, да насрать на него, блядь. О, рычаг какой-то, давай нажмем.
Sprawled in front of you is a huge control panel. It looks exactly how you imagine the cockpit. Work this out, and you should be able to drain the water. The controls before you are unlabeled. Push the buttons. No, wait, the lever. Whichever goes click-clack the loudest. The smartest move is to rule out unknown variables.
А?
The color of affirmation, healing, for some, even the button remains nestled in its place. The metal switch flips the on with a heavy sap. Nothing appears to happen. A short, powerful hiss of water resounds in the surrounding plumbing. As you suspected, the button releases a stream of water somewhere. The hiss turns into a trickle, and then stops in. The water won't drain unless it has somewhere to go.
А рычаг что
A hum
делает?
of machinery runs through the wall. No warning lights, no worrisome noise. Keep going. Again, through the walls you hear a gate opened. It shouldn't have. Pull it again. A hum of machinery runs through the walls. No warning lights, no worrisome noise. Keep going.
В смысле, блядь, сколько раз мне надо
Through the
продолжать?
wall, a gate opened. It shouldn't have. Pull it again. You leave the door.
Сука.
The large pipe outside the window catches your eye again as you turn up.
Да пиздец. Загадки какие-то, блядь, вечно. Ой, а баржи-то нету уже, да? Или есть, вон она стоит. Что-то хуй пойми, что за пульт управления, бля. Что с ним делать? Блять, узнать больше о красном диске. По-моему, уже достаточно узнала. Ой, ебать. Ну-ка, что тут с
The
трубой
pipe
можно?
twists out from the concrete like the roots of a plumbing tree. It's a central part of the waterlock mechanism.
Блять, у меня чертежи пиздатые. Пиздато прокачаны.
Normally, a waterlock would be above ground and entirely manual, but this is an annoyingly modernized version. However, the principle... There are doors at either end, and a sluice gate to lower the water inside the lock. The latter is probably located inside the largest pipe, the one you're staring at right now. Correct. The water level is up right now. If you can close the gates, it's a simple matter of figuring out which control releases the water through the sluice pipe. Indeed. And an operant should always be thorough when searching for clandestines.
Не понял, блять. Поковыряться надо еще, что ли?
You return to find the control. In line with your
вот,
observation,
ебать,
you close
кнопка.
both locked doors and then release the water through the internal. A violent pressurized hiss is heard as the lock drains through the immense pipe to your right. You leave the control panel. It's languid.
Ебать, я шпионка, нахуй. 228. Че, все, прыгать можно туда, нет? Как спрыгнуть? А, вон лестница есть. Погоди. С мусоркой я еще могу повзаимодействовать.
The container is the layers of detritus and many. This calls for deep urban forensics. The layers of detritus. This calls
Ну ладно,
the
похуй.
rubbish can.
О, а это что такое? Шлепки какие-то. Угу. Ладненько. Че сидите, курица? Опа. Я пошла в канализацию. Как черепашка-ниндзя.
A bottle sits in wet surrender among the grime. The label, damp but still. You snatch up the bottle and realize it's
Че на него смотреть, блядь, правильно? Пиздец. Странная хуйня. Так я могу открыть, да выплыть, блядь, в говне. Или оно как в болоте, я потону, не? А хуй знаю. О, очко навыков. Надо какую-нибудь хуйню прокачать. Что тут есть? Воля партии. Персонализм, блять, будет на максимуме у меня. Где вот тут я могу еще прокачать, а здесь не могу. Сука. Ай, воля партии. Пусть будет.
You pour a large plastic drinks cup. The plastic wolf, in round spectacles, reads an ancient tome. A wizard's staff strapped to the back of his cloak. Splashed across the cup. Eager wolf joins the crew.
Какой нахуй волк?
It seems to be a novelty cup. Merchandise for that Lusian propaganda cartoon that the kids were watching at the bazaar. 66 wolves. There must be some kids around this city who are obsessed with these cups. They clearly do.
Да нихуя тут прибавляет всякого разного. Это в руки надо.
The door looms. Its keypad glass, glossy metal finish. No hint of rust or weathering. An even darkness runs along the door's edges. It's hard to see its full form without a light. An intricate configuration that reminds you of the night. The arrangement of the pins mimics the 90s. There's something about stars and what it says about this type of lock, but it doesn't quite come to you.
Ну, пиздец.
A heavy, die-cast 10-digit keypad with a matrix of tactile switches. The keypad sends its input to a series of relays inside the door. If the input is right, solenoids pull the bolts open. Assuming an 8-digit combination, you're looking at 100 million possibilities, rounded up by 1. You only hear a low warble, and the
Пиздец.
door remains.
Короче, надо код где-то искать. Сука. А где хуй пойми? Даже предположений никаких нет. Так. Где тут базар, бля?
Wolf time. Whoa, I've never seen one up close. You're lucky.
Historically, you're closer to the opposite.
I don't know, but you should never ever lose it. You're so rare. No one trains as hard as Eager Wolf. He's the underdog, and a lot of the wolves think he's... He has this secret attack, counter-adaptation, where he uses all the moves that ever hurt him. It's so powerful. 66. You know, like the wolves. We've only seen the ones from the redemption arc. That's one of them. The redemption arc has 6 cups. There's Tyrant Wolf, Placid Wolf, Dream Wolf, Critical Wolf, Stubborn Wolf, and Eager Wolf. They're
Блять.
big, and each one looks like one of the 66 wolves. But you can't buy them anymore. Because no one has any. The boat people brought some cups once, but then the adults went crazy and bought them all. I asked the boat lady when she would get more, and she said they're really hard to get, even in La Luz. The toy stall had bootleg ones. But no one liked those. The wolves looked all melted. Special. What do you mean? You can drink from them. There's a straw. And they look like wolves. All right.
Пиздануться.
So, what now? You can ask. We know everything. They all have their own powers. Zealous Wolf. He destroyed the moon with his gun hammer. His gun hammer was forged by the Elder Wolves. Yeah, he did it to get back at Polaris. That's his mom. Polaris forced him to join her order of Dark Seraphims. You can't be an angel if you do a stellar sin. So, whoosh. Do you have a gun hammer? I don't believe you. If I had one, I'd carry it everywhere. There's so many more.
Ладно, в пизду
The
нахуй
children
эти
ignore.
волки, блядь, нужны.
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy block letters. Despised subgenres.
Ну нахуй.
Reason will not help
Я по
you
приколу
here.
нажала.
Close your eyes. There. The band logo is an illegible scroll. Allegedly. On the spine you find the title, Blood Golem. There is no track listing, no credits. Only violence in its purest form. Now. Always.
Still crass music on a crass replayable format, but at least it's not an active attempt to idiotize the population. I'll give you that.
Я считаю, надо брать.
I've only been responsible for what happens with this disc.
You turn
Хули,
your
куда деньги еще тратить? Награбила, блядь. Вот сейчас тратить буду. Так. Сейчас надо еще в тусовочный переулок, блядь, зайти. И что тут надо? Я уже не помню, блядь, с кем-то попиздеть надо. С Брюсом, портным из тусовочного переулка. Блять, какого-то Брюса надо найти. Хуй его не знаю, что за Брюс. Погоди, тетка у меня как-то тревожность спала.
Hello again.
Так не
What
пойдет.
will it be? All right.
You scoop a pile of empty glasses into your arms. Like more than once. As soon as you've got them clean, another table beckons you to collect. Somehow it is. There are no...
That was a busy
Все,
one.
крутяк.
Drink up. We close.
Плюс бабки. Чё у моего персонажа, блядь, спала бодрость, нет? Ой, ебать, спала бодрость. Пойду посплю.
I've moved Pseudopod into the spare room. He'll be safe in there until he recovers.
She gestures towards a small room with a small bed inside it. Situated on the bed, your would-be double could almost pass for a convalescent, were it not for his empty, fish-like eyes.
No, I would have to agree. He's been like that since I moved him. What about you? Are we any closer to finding out what happened to him? I suppose that's principled of him. Lot of good it does pseudopod just now. Were you able to piece together what he was investigating?
Her demeanor is sincere. You could open up if you wanted.
And? Oh dear. That doesn't seem good. That's all we can do. Come at it fresh tomorrow.
The attitude that has carried her through her entire life. Through whatever.
Well, I suppose that's all. I'll get back to the desk.
She doesn't move.
I was just wondering how it feels, you know, being in theatre again. I'm not sure how this assignment compares to what you were up to at Satellite Facility B. Yes, that makes sense. You picked an interesting time to come back to Portofino. It's not the same city it was 5 years ago. For one, we've become a front line in MTR's culture blockade. The powers that be seem to have become more protective of their investment here. I should probably be asking you that question. For pseudopods seem to think they may even have
You swim with sharks.
Then of course there are the anxieties about a reunion. No one can say whether in 5 years' time we'll still be part of the developed world, or whether we'll have been annexed by techno-fascists. It sounds egotistical, doesn't it? But I suppose I do. Ah, yes.
A hot water heater on the... Definitely snooping.
And I couldn't help but notice the art. I believe I have. Well, I'm... Whatever makes you feel... I'll be here if you require...
Блять, ладно. Вот у него тут комнатка покрасивше выглядит.
Another indiscernible. Handgun rounds. More likely than not abandoned by a previous tenant. In circuit. You are not a craftswoman. You have nothing to do here. For now.
Блять, все предметы почти что на розовую
You
хуйню.
approach your double's bedside. His breathing does not change.
Блять. Так, ладно, неважно.
The stereo is right where you left it. You slot the disc into place and hit play.
Я послушала, было очень весело.
Crimson flashes within its casing as the disc picks up speed. You hear... It doesn't appear to be. An artifact of no substance onto which nothing of substance has been recorded.
Погоди, не понял. Нахуй эти диски вообще покупать?
The static quiets as
Да
you
да.
reset the volume. A brief inter.
Если они ничего не приносят, мы просто слушаем музыку. Пиздец, 25 рублей, блядь, потратить на какую-то хуйню.
Watchful eyes step. A part of you left, but the bed welcomes you for us. The stillness of the room quieted.
Удобренных оперой. Так, вот я в этом переулке. Тут надо какого-то челика найти. Хуй его не знают как, конечно.
You find yourself before the strength. Yellow, you leave them as
Ой, ебать. Да, точно, здесь же эта тетка живет. Но я пока не вижу, с кем я могу попиздеть. Видимо, ни с кем. Пока что.
You're back. See you on this.
the cleaning tuk-tuk with its the old padlock under stress. The small space is tightly packed. Your eyes land on a shapeless garment in a disconcertingly meaty shade of pink. The cleaner's face obscured from clients who'd rather not have to acknowledge the humanity of their janitorial staff. The suit slides off the rack and into your hands. The tuk-tuk remains.
Что опять за хуйню мне дали? Подали, блядь. Не, ну это целых 2 навыка дает, да? Блять. Ебануться. Блин, долбоёбки, расступитесь уже.
Back.
You can feel sex eyes on your...
Пиздец.
Don't make eye I can't. Don't worry.
Yeah, the Habamo is cool.
Thank fuck.
Бля.
Back for more.
He offers you a grin he doesn't seem to have a firm hold on.
Goodbye.
О.
The bald man watches on as you approach, his frown deepening with each step.
Bold? What is this?
Что не так, блядь?
High concept. Still, the figure has its strengths. You're from Murcia, yes?
A casual, yet impressive assessment.
The tilt of your spine. You're disciplined to stand straight. Arouse.
Inside, a small cathedral of pristine jackets, dresses and suits, impeccably arranged. Unpadded jackets with their sleeves rolled up, just a bit. There are no price tags, but this is the kind of place high liquidity persons like you can afford.
Пиздец
was
обеспечен.
arranged to reject sharp cuts and he offers a brief smile.
Ah, my young friend of the avant-garde, the savant of the scene.
This sociopathic debt collector has been cast from the same mold of dishonesty as all other such parasites.
There must be a misunderstanding. The jacket's paid for.
He is genuinely surprised.
Let me clarify. The young man doesn't owe me any money. He owes the bank money. He must be confused.
Why would a Leviathan hunt down a single minnow?
One of their subsidiaries recently launched a new scheme called the Financial Citizen. It allows people to buy things, art and services here in the now, but pay for them later.
Taxing the future for today. The wettest dream of the capitalist.
It's getting quite popular as of late. According to the brochure I received, their subsidiary is right here in Portofino. The customer signs an application which I send to my creditors. I am paid shortly after. Life goes on, we all smile. Of course not. I bear my young friend no ill will.
However, I am saddened to say that the financial citizen may feel differently. Very little. I make use of their services, and that is where our dealings end. I'm sure an emptier person could explain the workings of it better than I. The jacket itself was 500 sol, underpriced for a masterpiece, but there's accruing interest, service fees, and other economic fashions on the side of the bank. I'm perplexed. Does the young savant not understand how he afforded the jacket? How is that possible? Unless he does not know how money works either. Please tell Kurt not to worry about me. We are settled. But do remind him of his arrangement with the bank. I'd like to keep making pieces for him. Is that really the criterion by which you want to dress? Its value? Go on. Tell most people who come to me, they say they want an expensive suit. I tell them, the price of the suit doesn't matter. To ingratiate oneself with those who were born into such things.
He disappears into the depths of his shop. Upon return, in his arms a bundle of...
All right, I've compiled some pieces that might give us a place to start.
The trousers are tailored in a loose fit style. Blocks of earth-toned silk have been neatly and nearly invisibly... Sweat and much strength hide themselves here. The shoes are the most striking element of the outfit. A pop of eccentricity, diamond. They say I'm corporate, but still hip. There's no doubt about it. You can't picture yourself wearing this. You're not even sure an imaginary woman could pull this look off. If this style is enter, you'll just have to make the best of it.
Turn your head to the left. Perhaps you really could fit into the high-value class. You have the structure for it.
Inherited from your mother. The only decent thing she ever actually gave you.
Пиздец. Что?
That's as I... It seems you've been looking after yourself. You have the same look as... Consider the discount yours. I don't sell clothes. I sell transformations. Transformations which generate epochs that capture the delicate moment. You've fallen prey to dissociation. What you need is to reunify your inner and outer self. Maybe. This is what's there for you.
Хуйня у тебя товары, дружок.
Well then. I could offer some critique, yes. You may not like it.
He circles you with his...
Personal, yes? Pure People's Republic. It's classic you, isn't it? I can see why you'd like it, but you can do better. Of course you will.
Блять. Все, я попиздела с твоим челиком.
Good to see you on this. Yes? What? The bank? Really? How can it be? This is not what the scene is about. I owe money to Emter? I'm checking out the scene, inhabiting the streets, thinking about the past and the future.
Блять, я ему даже разъяснить ничего не смогу.
Illusion, everything. Full reflection clothes, high-speed synthesizer music. They intend to overwhelm your eyes with brightness, so you wouldn't see them coming. Cool, but also menacing. The scene thinks it to be some kind of a power. A wall of electronic sound punctuated by low-end rhythm. L-pop is just the introductory lullaby.
A song of impending decomposition.
Yeah. Despite the aforementioned, their shit is really, really cool. A lot. Look at those people over there. Out-of-towners. Thoughtless threats. Yeah. You know them? Yeah. Representing the brand, you know. She's got 39 sneakers. He's got a sacrophobe cut. And that man over there is most definitely wearing a crossbeard. Those are all illusion brands. They don't even sell the knockoffs for some of these in the bazaar. Hence, they're most likely from out of town. I told you. Been around the scene long. I think they are illusion brand ambassadors. I ate them up the other. I thought we could have a scene crossover, but it was not to be. You're welcome. For decades, Kisok was a very...
The thankless gatekeeper.
Oh, you don't know the scene worldwide. That's all right. Many don't. It takes many years of experience to see the scene like I do. I'm here to divulge. A firm 2 or 3 on the 10-point scale I just thought of. It's not very baller of them to force everyone to do jumping jacks or executing civil servants in the street, especially when wearing the clothes they do. La Luz is currently leading the scene. The undisputed world champion of what's in.
A desert city known to be the center of Luz's film.
I've heard rumors, though, that the political types are all imprints of just one scene savant. And that's why the capitals are different cities. How would you duel for recognition? You're obviously new to it. It's the only way to find out who is for real and who is not. Comes with the territory. Cool older guys will tell you that Kisok once ranked #1 on the global... The Palace of Culture used to be the center of scene operations. Chief Boller ran the Communist Party from in there, but they couldn't keep up with the changing scene. In short, Kisok has ranked low for decades now, but new ballers rise from its ashes all the time. Ballers like me. This place is on the up. Only the culture, or rather, the baller blockade is holding us back. Did you lose your sight all of a sudden? You're looking at one. Take another look at the jacket. Yeah, cool.
Money. Some say it is real, others say it is fake. For this young man, the explanation should be as simple as possible.
What does that mean?
Even simpler.
But how can it be? I've never even met anyone from Emter. How would they know of my...
You can do it. There is a moment of almost serene, silent reflection within his eyes before the stark reality washes over him.
Oh no. So I'm in a lot of debt. Is this what they call the invisible hand? I think I am feeling it around my neck. What should I do?
Ну, всего лишь 100 смен в баре. Или сколько там? Больше даже, блядь.
Should I become a
100,
illusion brand
175
ambassador?
где-нибудь так.
How am I going to face my father like this? He's a proud man. He wouldn't understand. I now have no choice but to agree. In the scene, they say that communism never worked. But I think the alternatives aren't working either. There must be somebody from MTER around here who could help. Like a high priest of capital or a liquidity mage. Please, find them and help me. I promise I will make it worth your while.
That Mr. Metamoto guy comes to mind.
He's old school, living in his delusions of zero knowledge of the scene or what's fresh. Going to give me another one of his lectures. Very uncool. Yeah, like what's definitely out. He's the manager of the housing campaign. Or at least that's what he calls himself. In reality, he's just a janitor. The scene's the scene. See you on the scene.
Да уж, кринж ебаный. Ладно, в пизду, хватит мне пока этой игрушки на сегодня. Вокруг да около ходим, пиздец. Удивительно, правда? Все, вот вам динозаврик, блядь. Было все ебать как весело.